Baby. I don't even know what to say, guys. I'm getting married today. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bontlee.S, and if you're new to this channel, welcome, baby. I don't even know what to say, guys. I'm getting married today. Now, just joking, guys. I am graduating. No, I don't like that. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bontlee.S, and if you are new to this channel, welcome back. It is my wedding day. Ba, 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 ba. We are getting married. I am just joking, guys. Today is my master's graduation. Your girl is in it. She is a 3 times graduate, guys. I am only 24. I don't even know what to make of it. 2025, but we did it. You know, I serve a God that keeps all his promises. I serve a living God. I think I'm living testament of that today, and everything that has been happening, everything is just so overwhelming, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful for it all. Super excited for today. It started off a little bit rough, but I'm sure we're gonna be okay. Sis, you did that. You continue to set the bar high. You continue to conquer every obstacle that is meant to break you. You continue showcasing the beauty in young Black women achieving what they want to achieve. You know, I'm super proud of you. You are doing great. I mean, you're doing so great. I'm proud. So continue doing that. Continue trusting God, and all will go well. So yeah, this is to belt number 3 and to many more. Enjoy the vlog.
Isaiah 60 verse 22. When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the following individuals for the contribution to the successful completion of this dissertation. The motto for 2024 is God, show me how good it can get. But I believe that through this dissertation, God has shown me how good it can get. I would like to thank God for providing and trusting me with endless opportunities and guiding me on this path in my life. I would like to thank myself. As I'm typing this, I am in tears. I faced endless obstacles and hardships throughout this process. Grace carried me. The same grace that got me into the Masters has carried me till the end. Grace and favor have been sufficient over my life. I would like to thank my family, most especially my mother, Glenda Sibui, for supporting me and being patient with me while I was working on my master's. Mama, you are the perfect definition of Mosadi Utshwara Thipa ka bohaleng. You have conquered. I hope your first daughter has made you proud. My Gaga, my prayer warrior, your sowing season has come. I am who I am today because of your hard work and dedication to this family. When I count my blessings, I count you twice. I want to thank my study supervisor, Dr. Lindy Now, for her guidance and patience, which never ended throughout this process. Your efforts do not go unnoticed. I would like to thank the participants who cannot be specifically identified. I appreciate you revealing your innermost feelings. Your bravery and determination in sharing your stories is appreciated. I would like to thank Millicent Tlabangani for her continuous support and for making my master's journey a joyful one. Finally, I would like to thank my colleagues at the Student Counseling Unit. I would not be where I am without your support.
Krux DLC. Simuli B.
I don't think so. No.
Say hi. Wait, this side, the sun. So the sun kissed.
Is it better this side?
There we go.
Congratulations.
You did it! How do you guys feel?
Excited, relieved. What does he call him?
No, he's here. Don't worry. Yeah, he's here. Yes. These were my people.
Okay.
Still are my people. Will forever be my people. You passed it, guys. I'm so proud of you guys. Bana. Dan, 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 dan. You guys are matching. Congratulations on achieving this significant milestone. Your hard work and dedication have paid off. You have proven that with determination and perseverance, anything is possible. Your master's degree is a testament to your commitment and excellence. Embrace this moment of success and let it propel you forward into a future filled with endless opportunities. As you step into the professional world, remember that you have knowledge and skills and the resilience to overcome any challenges that you may come your way. Believe in yourself and your abilities. You are capable of achieving greatness. Celebrate your achievements today, but never stop striving for your goals. Your journey doesn't end here. It is just getting started. Continue to pursue your passion. Never lose sight of your dreams. The world is yours to conquer. And Bontlee, you are not just a master's graduate. You are a trailblazer, setting the path for your own success and inspiring others along the way. Cherish this moment and the memories you have created. They will serve as a reminder of how far you've come and how much you are capable of achieving. Well done, baby girl. Proud of you.
Hi guys. We did it! I feel like this is my degree too. Anyways, I just want to say congratulations. I'm so happy for you. I've seen you put in all the hard work. It's been a long 7 years, and you never gave up. And you always did your best. You showed up every single day. You fought for your dream. And I'm super proud of you. You're a huge inspiration to many. And may God continue to use you in your career. And I wish you all the best. And congratulations once more.
Hi guys. So I'm shooting this part because we lost the footage. So I'm at Kailami Corner, just sitting in the parking lot, and I decided to shoot this part of the vlog. So yeah, let me reintroduce myself. I am a GOFC conqueror. I am a 3 times graduate. I am a master's graduate in psychology, guys. I think that's important to say, in psychology. I am one of the most educated Sibui family members. That's very important to say. I am the most educated grandchild. Grandchild, yes. So it's very important to say that also, because I really do come from a family of academics. So I don't know, man. There's always like standards that have been set at home. And I think it's beautiful standards to try to achieve. So it's not like in a bad way. So there are people who walked before me. But it's also a privilege for me to be the first grandchild to do this. And I think it's okay for me to brag like this, because I know it's just going to be for a short period of time, because I know my people are coming. My siblings, my cousins, I know they literally right after me, and they're coming. Probably going to get more than me at some point. But yeah, let me gloat a little bit while I still can. Okay, so that's my intro. So I wrote a little bit of things. So when I start looking down, please, I'm not an actress, so I didn't cram the script, So I've always said that I'm God's favorite child, and I think graduating in a psychology master's is just, I don't know, proof enough for me to say I'm definitely God's favorite child, just in the way things had worked out or have worked out for me. I think that's also something to talk about, or someone to talk about, because if you guys know, I'm all about God, right? I'm so sorry about the cards. So let me tell you a little bit about my God. To reintroduce myself, I am Bontlee.S, your counseling psychologist at your service. Listen! It feels so good to say that. It feels so good. I am aware of it all, guys. Let me tell you something about my God. Let me tell you about the God that I serve. I wrote a little something from TikTok. It reads as follows: I serve a living God. I serve a God that tells me when the time is right, He, the Lord, will make it happen. That's Isaiah 60, verse 22. I serve a God that tells me I am more precious than rubies. Proverbs 13, verse 15. I serve a God that tells me that the pain I'm feeling now is nothing compared to the joy that is coming. That's Romans 8, verse 15. I serve a God that I serve a God of breakthroughs. That's Psalms 107, verse 16. I serve a God that tells me that I am the head and not the tail. Deuteronomy 28, verse 13. I serve a God that tells me that He knows the plans that He has for me, and that those plans are not to harm me, but to give me a better future. That's Jeremiah 29. Jeremiah 29 and Isaiah 60 is definitely a verse that just describes my whole journey. I think I tear up a little bit every time I have to talk about it, because it wasn't, you can tell when something is from God, man. You can tell when God's hand is a part of it, if that makes sense. Just in the way everything happened. I mean, I always wanted to be an accountant, so I'd probably be busy getting CASA vibes and be really bored, for me personally. But how this journey started, it was, how God sends people to speak to you, right? Psychology was something I never thought about until I think I got to grade 9. And one of the prefects or girl in the hostel, because I used to stay in hostel, came to me and was like, Bontlee, why don't you study psychology? Like it was very straight up. I think God, as much as I like saying God is a dramatic God, but he was very straightforward with this journey. And I was like, psychology? She's like, yeah, no, man, people talk to you about things. Mind you, these people are also not my friends, right? Just young people that just feel they need to talk about things. And mind you, this person was not even my friend when she was saying this to me, maybe it's one of those when God is like, I'm sending you to do this task, whether you like it or not. And she had to come deliver whatever it was that God was trying to tell her. And I remember looking into psychology, grade 10, and then in grade 11, that's when I actually realized that I always talk about how I want to give back, how I want to heal people, I want to help, but I don't want to be a pastor. And then next great thing is psychology. Could be social work, but I feel like psychology is very spiritual. It's a spiritual journey, and I think I have a spiritual gift in that sense. We all have spiritual gifts, and I feel like this one is definitely mine. That's when I applied, got to the University of Free State, did my undergrad. And mind you, I knew how difficult this course is, right? With psychology, the reason why we need to emphasize masters in psychology and just not any masters is because not Tim and Harry, I can't say everything else, get to do it. Like, you need, guys, there's God, man, because it's not even about your marks. As much as, yes, they look at your marks, but that's not what's going to get you to the end, because I know people who used to be A+ students that did not get into this course. That's why I'm like, it's not necessarily about academics. I feel like there's just some spirit that you need to have in order for you to get to this point. And after doing my practicals, I understand why you need a specific spirit to do this. So what happened was, I did my honors. I knew that you first need to do your undergrad. No job, no nothing. You don't qualify as a psychologist. You just have a degree that measures in psychology and whatever else you're measuring in. Mine was with criminology, and I always thought, what, it's okay, I can always go to PGCE. I think that's what it's called. You become a teacher if you do like a 1-year course or whatever. I'm like, I can always do that. I always have something to fall back on. And then somehow got into my honors, did my BA in psychology. He's still not a psychologist. And I remember trying to apply for jobs because I was being told everywhere that you're too young, man. They want older people to do this course and whatnot. And I remember talking to my grandmother, and my grandmother was like, it's okay, man, in God's time. My aunt wasn't working for 15 years. And she got a job not so long ago. And my grandmother was like, look at your aunt. And I remember telling my grandmother, I'm like, I don't want a 15 years worth of testimony. Like, if God wants to be dramatic, he needs to be dramatic in another way. I'm not willing to wait that long, And then I didn't get the jobs that I was applying for because they're not even psychology related. And I guess God was like, I don't want you to limit me. I think I was trying to limit God, and God was like, don't limit me, Cool. It's time to apply for masters. I was still doing my BA in psychology honors. And I remember I had year modules, so I didn't have results to apply for like other people would, because some people would wait a year after they finish their degree and use those results. I didn't have results to use, and I remember taking a screenshot and then I sent it to Elise. God bless her soul. And I was like, I don't know if this is going to be okay. Is this fine? Mind you, those things are just class tests and whatnot. It wasn't like exams. It's like, yeah, this is more than fine. We'll also use like your undergrad results. I wasn't a golden key member. Why are you using my undergrad results? Like, these ones are better. But just to show that this journey was meant for me, and at this time, and the timing was perfect, and that God will qualify those who are not qualified. They utilize those marks, and I got the interview, so I applied at 4 universities, I remember. And I remember, I think it was Rhodes, was it UJ, UP, UL, and UFS. And I applied to those universities because I was just trying my luck, because I was told I'm too young, I'm not going to get in. But I'm like, what if this was my year? Apply to those 4 universities. I really advise you guys to apply to all the universities in South Africa when you're doing psychology, because they literally only take 6 people for clinical, 6 people for counseling, and that is it. Vets takes 12, but other universities it's 6. And they had 700 and something plus applicants. They called 30 people to the interviews, and they choose 6 from the 30. Like, that's how special God thinks I am, guys. You understand? So yeah. Okay, why are these people staring at me? Okay, yeah. And another thing is that these cars. Another thing is that when I applied, I remember Rhodes sent an email, and it was like, we regret to inform you, da 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 da. But with Rhodes, I knew, because they did write that I think they take from 26 to go up. I'm 22 at that time, 22. And I remember I was so heartbroken. I was like, okay, this is not my yet, okay, but it's okay, it's whatever. But I'm a crybaby, so I was crying, and I called my grandmother. And guys, I don't know, my grandmother has just this thing of calming me down, man. And I was calm, I was okay. And then, as I was still crying for this, I think the following day, UFS sends an email. Congratulations, da 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 da. Come to an interview. Me? Little old me? Called my grandmother again. We're excited. She prayed about it. Went to the interview. It was bad. In my eyes, it was bad. It was so bad. And I know I always tell God, I'm like, God, you just need to get me to the interviews, and everything else, I'll do it. I'll speak the English, and a little bit of Afrikaans. If the university is Afrikaans, they will. I did that, but I still felt like it was such a bad interview. And I remember my mom coming home, and she's like, how did it go? I was so sad. And I think my mom is not a affectionate person, so she didn't know if she should hug me. She's like, okay, let's go buy food. And we went. I love food. And then we went to buy food. Oh, the sun is probably just, I'm so sorry about the lighting, guys. And then we came back, and then mind you, during that time, right, there was a girl called Bukelwa. There's a girl called Bukelwa. She's like a friend of mine, a colleague of mine now. Very smart girl. And I remember we helped each other with the interview processes. My interview was a day before hers, or 2 days before hers. I remember giving her some of the questions that I got that I could remember. It helped her prepare and whatnot. And I never had the heart of, what if she gets in and I don't? I never had the preview of what questions they would ask, But from the bottom of my heart, I always told myself, if something is meant for you, then it will be for you. Nothing is going to happen, Okay, cool. And then that happened. And then she went to her interview. And then it was a week thing, right? On Friday, they told us that, we're going to get back to you on Friday. So if we don't call you by 10 o'clock, just know you did not get in. But then if we do call you by 10, and then congratulations and whatnot. And I remember Thursday night, I slept and I had a dream. And in that dream, I was with Bukelwa. And they called out her number. And then she kept on saying, but what about her? Like, I was clapping hands for her, like, go, they're calling you, It felt like a dance competition, when they would, like, call people, or when you're, like, at provincial netball trials or something, then they call out numbers. They called her number out and didn't call mine. But when she stood up, she's like, what about her? And I'm just there, like, clapping hands, like, go, they're calling you, Okay, cool. And then... and then... I slept, and then when I woke up, I knew I didn't get it. I knew that dream meant something. And I remember 10 o'clock came, just like 10:30, and I'm like, we didn't make it. And as I was saying we didn't make it to myself, I got the email, we regret to inform you, da 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 da. I remember I was shattered. Called my grandmother. My grandmother's like, it's okay. Next time. My grandmother is just so positive. And I was so angry, guys. I prayed. I remember I was fasting during that time, and I prayed to God, and I'm like, God, you're the one that said I must do this thing. And then when it didn't happen, I was like, you know what? Give me a break, God. May I please just have a break? Let's take time out between you and I, you know. And I stopped praying. But again, because you're a child of God and that's all I know, I just needed to talk to him again. Even if it wasn't about this thing, I just needed the connection that God and I have. And I remember I started praying again, and then I watched a sermon by Mike Todd where he was talking about fathers. It was very specific. I still can't find that sermon even today. But I remember I was in my mom's car sitting there, and this sermon was like, how do I trust you with, it was so specific, how do I trust you with my people if you have not forgiven your father? And I understood it right there and then, because I have daddy issues. And yes, maybe I didn't know but I guess I did at that time. And I heard him, and I remember I called him. We went out for lunch, we spoke, and I told him, I'm like, I'm releasing you. Like, I don't wanna, you know, cut me. Anyways, so just to show that my dad, I think I was there, to show my dad that I got or anything of that sort. And then cool, that was done. Let me open the window a little bit, guys. It's hot. There we go. It's open. Okay, cool. And then after that, I just moved on with my life, continued praying, and I was planning that next year, which was 2022, I'm gonna work and get like volunteer experience so that when I apply again, we're good. I'm young, it's okay, you know. And then I remember getting another email from UL. That was the last one, because I think I got rejected it too. The other one was like, no, come for a test, write a test, I'm like, God, that means you heard me and I did what you said I must do. So this is it. I remember going for that interview, that test, and they asked me about something about their library at UL, and I'm like, guys, I'm not even a student here. So I knew it was not going to be okay, you know. And then that was done, and then I didn't go through. Now think about this. I was like, God, how dare you? Imagine talking to Mudimu Joal, spoiled brat, nah, personally. But then I'm like, God, how dare you do this to me? I don't know if this will work. Let me try this, because the sun is, a little bit. So how dare you, God, do this to me? It's like just taking a bone and dangling it in front of, dangling it in front of a person's a dog's face and be like, but not give the bone to the dog. Because I was okay with not going through. I was okay with being rejected and starting over again the following year, and you are doing this to me. Little did I know the plans God has for me, and that his plans are not to harm me, you know, but for a better future. And I'm not saying UFS is better than UL, but I'm saying UFS is better than UL. Okay? And I'm like, okay, you know what? Again, let's take a break. You and I, like a sharpo. Do your thing, I'ma do my thing. It's December time. Ragroover. And I remember for the first time at midnight, 2022, you know, crossover, I didn't pray. I normally pray. I didn't pray. I was like, so fun. Like, I'm very petty. And then I guess I was petty gamudim. Imagine. And then cool. But again, I just felt so empty. I remember saying, I'm gonna fast, God. God, 7, the second week of January, I'm gonna fast for that week, and I'm gonna pray so that this year can be a different year. It was a commitment I made. I feel like commitment is so important to God. It's a commitment I made. And then I remember I went to my uncle's house, I think on the 3rd or something like that. And while I was bathing, when I bath, I normally like watching stuff. So on the bathtub with this space, I put my phone and watch whatever I want to watch. And so I'm watching this thing, and then an email comes in. This is 2022. Congratulations, Masters 2022. I'm thinking, oh, maybe they want me to apply. I'm not thinking of anything else. I remember I opened that email in that bathtub, and it's like, congratulations, you've been selected to the master's program. And I'm like, God, what do you mean?
What do you mean? And the first thing that came to my mind was like, what does this mean? Because I spoke to my dad, we're okay? Is this the dramatic testimony God wanted? Like, I told him I didn't want a 15 years old testimony. As much as you want to be dramatic in another way. I remember I got out of the tub, went to my uncle's wife's room. My uncle's wife was there. I showed her the email. She was like, oh my God. She told me a story that was similar to the one that I was experiencing and how good God is. You know, we're happy, we're excited, we're jumping up and down. And then I remember just freezing a little bit because I'm thinking, damn, funds. This was not planned. Like, even if we do not have savings, but my mom knowing that she has to pay because I don't have a bursary is something that you need to prepare for. And we had not prepared for that. I remember calling my mom. My mom was like, we're going to do whatever it takes. And I'm like, that's my girl. She's like, we're going to do whatever it takes for you to go to school and finish this thing. She's so excited. But I was like, you know who I trust with money? I'm not saying my grandmother is money, but my grandmother is money. And then I called her. And my grandmother was like, you're going to school. We're going to take out my savings. You are going to school. That's when I trusted the process. I accepted the offer, and luckily where I stayed when I was in undergrad, that lady welcomed me with open hands. I stayed in the same room and. So now I'm calling Bugelwa. Remember Bugelwa that I gave some questions to, that I helped prepare for the interview? Because I'm going to be in her class. I'm excited. I'm calling her, girl, I'm going to be in your class. And she's like, Bontlee, I didn't want to tell you, but I'm the one who rejected the offer at UFS. Mind you, in that situation, you'd feel like a second option when it's Mojolo vibes. But then I remembered how God works. And I was like, this slot was mine in the first place. But God wanted to do something within the inside of me before I was ready for that position. And he chased me down because I was number 8. Out of 700 and something applicants, 30 interviews, I was number 8. I was on the waiting list number 2. So one didn't take it. The other one, when they called her, she had another offer. And I was next on the list. And I'm like, so you chased me down like this until you found me? You made sure all the other people are sorted so that I can come take my rightful position? And this is a testimony you want me to give? God. My God. What do you mean? Right? Oh, guys, I'm sweating. So it was such a beautiful thing. I remember she's like, congratulations. I was even hoping that they would give it to you. When she said I was hoping they'd give it to you, my dream came back. And I'm like, when she said, what about her? And that lady was like, not now. That lady was God, just saying she's going to come, but not now. And since you are calling her, the position you are going in is hers. You get what I mean? Do you guys get how God works? And you guys want to say God doesn't exist. Namanga fan. So that's how I got into my master's program. And even in the way I did things, I always make jokes. Like, every time I'd get something wrong, I'd always tell Mr. Taylor, I'm sure you're just like, where was I taking this girl? But you know what? You didn't call me. God called me here. Type of vibe, And it happened even in my internship year when I was doing my research. My supervisor, bless her soul, she helped me so much. But I thought I wasn't going to finish. And I remember there was a point where she told me that I don't think we're going to finish in time. And I was like, not with the God that I serve. I told her, I'm like, we are going to finish. And we finished it right on time when I needed it to be finished. So all I want to say is God has been good. And when God plans for your life, and when things align, and for me, it was right on time. He was not early because he didn't give it to me the year before that. He was never late. He gave it to me right on time. I started with the people that I was supposed to start with. The applications I made, the ones that I wanted, I got in at that time. So he was on time. So trust in God, because he'll qualify you where you don't qualify. I'm not saying I don't qualify at all, but I mean, because it needs a special kind of qualification, he qualified me for it. And the Lord of Isaiah, when he says, Isaiah 60 verse 22, I'm going to say Jeremiah, but also Jeremiah, for the plans he knows for me, and also the fact that God said, what's this Isaiah 22? Why is it leaving? It's not for I know the plans I have for you. Isaiah 60 verse 22, I think. Our guys, the devil is a liar. Emang. when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. And he did just that. Why am I sweating? Oh, it's hot. He did just that. Let me sit on the aircon, guys. If it makes a loud noise, I'm sorry. So yeah, and he made it happen. So I just want you to trust God in everything that you do. Whatever he puts on the inside of you will come to pass. It always comes in full circle. I don't believe God brought me this far only to leave me here. I believe he has so much planned out for me. I remember when I posted this on TikTok, I wanted to talk about it. I put some of the comments here. They were beautiful comments, and I was so scared to post it because I'm like, but why a lawyer? But I understood why God wanted me to do that. I've helped so many people with their applications, their questions, and I answered their questions and so forth. And people were talking about how much of an inspiration this is, and I'm like, I see why God wanted me to post it. But then I also got 2 comments that I didn't like. One was like, you don't know what people's plans are, you know, don't just post your stuff. And then another one was like, don't just be happy for now, people can like block your blessings. And I'm like, you don't know the God I serve. My response was like, with the God I serve, I believe that when he opens a door, there's no way another person will close it. And if that door remains closed, it means it was not meant for me in the first place. So you do not have power over my future. You do not have power over what God has in store for me. And I think this journey to my master's journey, or this ending of my master's years, showed me how powerful God is and how powerful prayer and fasting and believing and faith is. You know, so I'm super, super grateful. I will post a couple of my TikTok stuff, have voiceovers, because I still want to say a lot about that. But it's getting a little bit hot and I need to get going. But I'm grateful. It's not my strength, my power, my knowledge. It's God's greatness, it's God's mercy. I always say grace and favor sufficient over my life. And I say dream big and trust God, because once your plans align with God's plans, guys, that is the most satisfying thing. And I'm super, super grateful for it. Keep dreaming, black child. Your dreams, honey, your dreams are valid. You understand? The bride price just went up. So if you want to marry me, $5 billion. I'm just joking, guys, but you get what I mean. Yeah, so this is me about to serve, and I do hope I can get time to just help other people that want to go into this journey. And I hope I can make a video with some of my colleagues into how we got into it and explaining the ways of this whole process and whatnot, hearing it from different perspectives, because there are people who wait 3, 4, 5 years. Some people did it in 2011, still not getting into masters, and I did this. No. God did this for me at the age of 22. By 24, I'm done. Record time. What do you even mean? So I really truly believe there is a God, and I hope this story touches someone. Word of the vlog is small girl but big God. Big God and small girl. A big God did that for a small girl. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this vlog. Please don't forget to comment, to subscribe, to be part of. Maybe you'll also be a master's graduate. You know, just subscribe so you can be a master's graduate in whatever field you're in, if that's what you want. If not, let the big boys comment and subscribe to the Big Boys Big Club channel. And yeah, guys, I'm signing out as a master's graduate, your counseling psychologist at service.